y'all. Thanks so much for clicking on the video. My name is Leah, and you're tapped into the light drama. Even though it's big drama, but it's going to be called light drama, or the title of this video is going to be called light drama because I do not feel like grabbing all the screenshots, screen recording. It's too much, and I'm over it. But let's get into it. All right, y'all. So like I said, this is going to be the light drama because I'm not about to grab all them screenshots and screen record things. I don't. I'm tired. But if you want to know where you can find them, it's on the Shade Room. It's on the Neighborhood Talk. It's on All True Tea. I think I also saw that some people said Jasmine Brand has the full thing. But I know for sure that it's on All True Tea and the Neighborhood Talk because that's where I saw it. But I also know if it's on the Neighborhood Talk, it's probably on the Shade Room. So check it out. So this whole situation started, I want to say in like not February, but like I really feel like between like November and like December or January of this year, or well, last year and of this year, because I remember Kandi was going around doing interviews with a lot of people on YouTube. I saw her on Scotty by Nature's channel. I also saw her on the Ooh Ladies First channel. Panel, and then the interview that got the people really being like, girl, what's good, is on the House of Aaron's channel. So on that interview, Aaron pretty much asked Kandi, like, what's her thing with Carlos King, because everyone always suspected they have beef. Well, Kandi pretty much says that she found out that allegedly Carlos King was trying to take the Escape story and shop it to TV1 so they could do a biopic, just like BET did the New Edition biopic, which is a great biopic, one of the best biopics we got in the world. Okay, that was a good biopic. So she was just appalled by that. She was like, how are you going to take my story? And I think Aaron still has the interview still up, so you can check it out for yourself. So she was, you know how Kandi do, she do that like closed mouth crying. And so next thing we know, Tamar was on Dish Nation with Gary in Atlanta, and pretty much Gary asked Tamar, like, what do you think about this Carlos King and Kandi situation? She answered the question to the effect of like, I don't want to call this man a liar or anyone a liar when I don't know both sides. I think there's two sides to the story, but the Carlos King I know isn't like that. Pretty much being on Carlos's side, and she was saying that she was trying to be impartial, but she really wasn't. When you listen to it, she was pretty much on Carlos's side. She even reposted what she said on her, like she promoted the clip on her social media, I think on Instagram, and everyone was like, girl, why are you in this? You and Kandi just got cool, because remember they got cool on Celebrity Big Brother after Tamar won. Was it Tamar that won? I feel like Tamar won. I think Tamar won. Or Kandi. No, I think Tamar won. So everyone was like, why are you doing this? You and her got cool. And we all know Kandi hold grudges. So they were like, sis, she gonna hold a grudge. So around like December or January of this year, all of a sudden, Tamar hops up on the internet and she says a Georgia Peach and her husband tried to run up on me and tried to jump me. And everyone's like, girl, what? In my mind, I already automatically assumed that it was Kandi and Todd, because I was like, anybody else on the show doesn't seem like they got beef with Tamar or even interact with her. So I was like, oh, she's talking about Kandi and Todd, even though she never confirmed who did it or what really happened. Because they were at a concert that both, I think, Kandi and Tamar were performing at, and other musical acts, I guess she didn't want to say anything. So fast forward to last Sunday, Tamar was on Watch What Happens Live promoting for that Queen's Court show, the dating show that she's on with Evelyn Lozado and Nivea on Peacock. And two girls called in, one of the fans called in, and they were like, girl, who was trying to run up on you at the concert? And Andy went down the list of all the women on Real Housewives of Atlanta that are married, and when they got to Kandi and Todd, she takes like a big gulp of her drink, pretty much confirming that it was Kandi and Todd that ran up on her. So then that got the internet a buzzing, like, girl, what? So I don't think Kandi had said anything yet, or maybe she did, I don't know, so much going on. But then Tamar comes out with an actual video of her like in the car. I think it was either posted today, which is Tuesday, or maybe on Monday, where she was pretty much saying that like like reiterating the story that she saw Kandi and Todd, or where she saw Kandi in the hallway at the concert. They were talking. She was like, "Hey, Kandi." Kandi pretty much told her, "Girl, I don't fool with you. Like, I don't F with you. You know I don't F with you. Get away from me," pretty much. And Tamar was like, "Girl, what? Whoa, whoa. I thought we was cool." And she was like, "How, girl, how?" And she was referring to how she felt like, she said, Tamar basically said that Kandi was upset about what she said about the whole Carlos King thing. So Tamar's like, "Girl, what?" So then Tamar said that Kandi's starting to get a little bit aggressive. So then Todd hears it, comes out into the hallway where they're supposedly arguing, and pulls Kandi away. But before he pulls Kandi away, he pretty much looks Tamar up and down like, "You know what it is." And so Tamar felt like she was being threatened by Todd. So then she told her boyfriend, which is the white guy that was who's on the dating show, that's now her boyfriend that we see her around all the time. And Tamar posted a picture of Todd and him talking, pretty much confirming that her man went and talked to Todd, saying that he didn't like the fact that he jumped into their conversation and that he should apologize to Tamar. The boyfriend also came out saying the same thing, that like, I had to check him for talking to Tamar like that, and I told him that he should apologize. He said Todd felt embarrassed or whatnot. And here's my thing. Well, you know what? We'll keep going. Let's keep going. So then Kandi came out with a clip from the live action Addams Family, where it was Wednesday and Pugsley at that sleepaway camp from hell. And one of the ringleaders of the camp, they were doing like a drowning simulation, and they were like, "One of y'all has to be a victim." And the leader of like the camp was like, "Oh, I'll be the victim," pretty much saying that Tamar is a perpetual victim. Well, Tamar responded by saying, "I'm like, to the fact I'm not a victim, and maybe you might be a victim, because the way that man came at me, he might be beating you know what up at that house." So everyone's looking at Tamar like, "Girl, you took it too far." Like, you took it too far. Because I did see a post where Tamar basically saying that Kandi's the most non-singing person of that group, and like, "How dare you come at me," and something like that. But the whole referencing domestic violence as a dig, a lot of people was like, "Sis, you took it that too far." But for some people, when they fighting, they fighting. The whole goal of some people when they fight is to tear you all the way down to nothing. And we see that's how Tamar fight. So so that happened. So then I saw earlier today that Tamar hopped on Twitter and was like, "You guys, I'm still growing. Some things trigger me, but I'm still growing." Then earlier this morning, Akbar V woke up with some pep in her cup and decided to add Lily from SWV and Tamar, saying, "Who's messing with her cousin?" Because Lily from SWV has been on Twitter like since Sunday, and I feel like she freshly new to Twitter, because she is responding to everybody who comments underneath her post. And I was like, "Girl, that's not how you work Twitter. You wasting too much valuable energy." But she was responding to everybody on Twitter and pretty much saying how she didn't like how Kandi pretty much kind of like shaded them with the whole like co-billing, and like they should get paid less or whatnot, or take a decrease with the whole tour thing, or get paid, or SWV should get paid less than Escape, and Escape should get paid more, or stuff like that, and Escape should be headlining the tour. So Lily really wasn't calling out Kandi. She was just expressing her feelings of disappointment and frustration with the matter that was going on. So everybody looking at Akbar V like, "Sis, why are you in this? Like, why are you in this?" Because Akbar V does that. Things that she don't need to be a part of. And then she get mad when people reference how much she ain't never had her kids. Like, she just got her kids. Then people be talking about how she got shot in the head and maybe one of them plates is messing with her. Then they talk about how she wanted to sleep with a married man. Like, it's like so many things with Akbar that it's like, sis, hush. Like, I still look at her funny ever since she made fun of Alexis Sky's disabled child. It was like, that to me was we was out there. We was in the gutter when she said that. So it's like, Akbar, if I was you, I would keep it on mute. Keep it on mute, because there was no need for you to add your 2 cents to this. So Lily basically told Akbar, like, "It's what's up, because I don't play these internet games." Mess. But if we get back to Tamar and Kandi, this is my thing, and these are my thoughts. Tamar should have just been quiet. There was no need to speak up about the Carlos King thing, even though I have a channel and I give my opinion. It's just that, like, I'm not friends with these people. You know how people in your life operate. So there was no need for you to really give your opinion. You could have just been like, I know both of them and I wish them both the best and maybe they can reconcile. And this situation would have never even happened. And even if you did give your opinion and then the whole situation between you, Todd, and Kandi happened, when you were on Watch What Happens Live, you could have just said, me and her are cool, but like, no, me and her aren't cool, but one day I hope we get back to being cool. Maybe I misspoke when I gave my opinion about the Carlos King thing and kept it pushing. There was no need to reignite this. And some people feel like maybe she was doing this to get promotion for the Queen's Court, but there's a particular group of people that watch reality dating shows. Those people are going to watch either way. No one really cares. The DV comment wasn't needed, but like I said, some people when they fight to like scar and hurt somebody. So, you normally can't tell people how to fight. Like I said, some people bring a bazooka to a knife fight. I could see Kandi threatening Tamar. We've seen Kandi. I will never forget when she was like, I will drag you when we was at the slumber party. We've seen her get active. Now, do I think Todd was threatening Tamar? I don't think so. But again, if Tamar felt threatened, those are her feelings. Just because, like I said with the whole... we're not going back to that. But basically, just because you felt that way doesn't mean that person did that to you. So, like, even if Ty wasn't meaning in a threatening manner, if she felt that way, that doesn't mean he threatened her. I can see Ty being like, she know what it is. Basically looking at her like, girl, she know we don't fool with her. Let's go. Why you fighting with her? But it is what it is. Some people feel like men shouldn't talk to women and women shouldn't talk to men when it's arguments. I'm like, if you're going to get disrespectful, I'm going to get disrespectful. We all going to suffer the consequences of being disrespectful. It's just, at this point, I need them to wrap it up. Like, this should be the last day we talk about this. It's 9:00 on a Tuesday. This should be the last day we talk about this. Like, at this point, we don't need to talk about it no more. We don't need to talk about it no more. Tamar did what she did. Kandi and Todd did what they did. Let's move on. I will say Tamar has to stop this because the issue is Tamar could be totally in the right. She could be totally in the right. But because she's like the little boy that cried wolf and we have seen the way she has behaved since being on Braxton's Family Values, people don't want to give you the benefit of the doubt anymore. They just don't. So, like, she could be totally right and justified. And they could have really got at her. Because I'm not going to act like we ain't seen Kandi get rowdy and buck and aggressive with people. But it's just kind of like, it is like you didn't have to say anything. You just did not have to say anything. It's like you invite mess to yourself. And then you get shocked when people bring that mess to you. So it was just, like I said, wrap it up. We need to put a blanket, fold it up, throw it in the washing machine and let it dry. Because at this point, there ain't no need to talk about it no more. But yeah, y'all, that is it. That is all. Remember to be bravely authentic and hop down in them comments below. Decent.